You've landed in the confidence zone with Susan Axelrod, the confidence coach. This is a place for topics of information and inspiration, a place to support you to find your confidence, get bold, and get going. Activation is needed today at all levels. Don't wait for someone else to lead. Lead now where you are with what you have. Your energy and enthusiasm matters. Believe it or not, it impacts all of us. Find your confidence, get bold, and get going.
Hello, friends. How are you doing today? Susan Axelrod here, the confidence coach in the confidence zone. Here to ask you possibly the single most important question that you can ask yourself exactly now. Am I clear on what's important to me in my life? Do I have clarity about this? Why is this question so important? During difficult times, traumatic times, it's important that we get clear to soothe our soul. In trauma, in difficulty, even in just distress, which is, a lower level than heightened trauma, it's important for us to have an ability to soothe our own souls so that our nervous system can be in sync, it can be grounded, and it can be centered. This is important because we need to create that energy so that it emanates out from us, supporting those around us and our world. Honestly, ask yourself, when I'm with someone who is stressed, uber anxious, definitely depressed, or even just stretched in many different ways, how does it feel to be with them? I'll give you a second. You can think of that person right away. It may be someone in your own family, a friend, a colleague, someone you came across in your daily activities, somebody in your yoga class even, could even be the yoga instructor. When you think of that person, when you're in connection with them, close in to them, to their energy field, how does it feel for you? Like, right? Someone who's always complaining, someone who's always in difficulty, someone who doesn't appear to have their own personal agency. It's not a crime. They're not bad people, not judging them. This isn't about them. It's about you. When you're close to them, in connection with them, you can feel the shattered energy. You can feel the fracturing. You can feel the overwhelm. Maybe it feels a little chaosy. Maybe it feels a little down. Maybe you're like, I have to see them. You know what I'm talking about. Now, let's go to someone else. Someone else who is pretty clear, pretty on point, in a purpose-filled space at this time, finding positivity even in extremely difficult, even traumatic times. How does it feel to be in their energy field? Clarity is one of the things that helps us feel more confident and helps us be one of the people repairing the world today. Finding your clarity now is important because when there's too much going on everywhere, showering on you, you may be acutely concerned about your own child, your spouse, your parent, your soul sister friend, or even your child's teacher. You may be extremely concerned about any one of the people or many people in your orbit. Our job is to be clear who we are, how we show up, and especially about what we want to be involved in right now. It is possible that there are some superhuman people who can do it all right now and seem to have it all together. But as a confidence coach, they're my clients, and I'm here to tell you, under the surface, they don't have it all going on. It just appears that way to you. Don't make assumptions about what you're seeing. There isn't a person who doesn't have some difficulty or insecurity or sensitivity going on, what I call under the surface, in their heart space or in their gut space. As we come into our own clarity, we begin to create a more specific and clear circle of our own influence. My brother calls it the spheres of influence. I just heard his voice in my head talking about the spheres of influence. Clarity about who we are, how we want to be, and what we want to do, the areas we want to take charge in our lives right now, is the single most important thing. When we're stretched too far, too wide, too deep, then you become taut. And when you're taut, your nervous system is like this. Your shoulders are up, your back is tight, your neck is being impacted. And you can feel that. You could feel that as soon as I say it. The word taut, the word fraught or fraughtness, as I call it. Clarity is something that can help. Right now, my kids are the most important thing to me. Right now, my team is the most important thing to me. Right now, my church, synagogue, mosque, or other area of religious involvement is the most important thing to me. Right now, showing up quietly, calmly, conscious about who I am in civility and in love of humankind, this is the most important thing to me. Which of those things speaks to you? Because honestly, friends, sitting and scrolling, doom scrolling, having terror rising in you, creating fear about everything that's going on around you is not a healthy and well way to be. It creates significant imposition on your mind, your body, and your soul. It will actually lead to headaches or ailments or syndromes or disorders or leading on to dis-ease, even just a pain in the elbow, in the shoulder. You can't rub out that muscle in your neck. These are the results of being in too muchness, in stress all the time, and being in a wishy-washy, unclear state about the impact I want to make in my life. Now, if you're a young person watching this video, hey, thanks for watching. I'm not saying to you that you need to know your purpose or you need to live your passion. Been there, done that, failed. I'm not saying to you that you should know everything that you want and need for the rest of your life. No, I said exactly now. I have young professional clients I work with. They have personally hired me as a confidence coach in life or in business. And I always say to them, I'm 63. I'm not dead yet. And I ask them, do you think that I'm old and frail and failing? And they say no. And so I say this specifically to young professionals under the age of 40 to let you know there is life on the other side of where you are now. You can't imagine it, but it's there. It can be there, but only if you understand what I'm talking about in this message today. The more we're in clarity for this moment exactly now that we're living and also experiencing around us, the easier things will be. I have followed Dr. John Demartini for decades now, and he is the king of knowing your personal values. When you really are clear on your values, it makes clarity easier for you because it gives you a path to go down. And if you begin to veer off your path, I mean, we're human, come on, we do that. It doesn't matter, because you can pretty much come to a realization, I call it coming to conscious awareness, pretty quickly, and be like, oh no, that wasn't going to work out for me, or that didn't work out for me because I veered off my values path. And so clarity creates simplicity in your life. There's so much, too much everywhere, all around, all at once, just like that movie title. And when we are trying to be the best parent we can be, the best child we can be of aging parents, the best partner we can be, the best worker we can be, the best community volunteer we can be, the best neighbor we can be, you can feel that ratcheting up and ratcheting up. And so learning to say, no, I'm not available to do that at this time, is easier when you're in clarity. I'm concerned about our children, to tell you the truth, our young children. I'm concerned about anyone under the age of 25 because there's never been any COVID mitigation of the disruption of their lives. I'm concerned about children under the age of 30 because of how they grew up with the internet, and then eventually with smartphones and smart technology. I had somebody tell me, literally, I swear this is true, only recently, that their 2-month-old child watches their phone. This person was not a client and not a friend, and just someone I was having a conversation with, and it wasn't for me to say anything about that, but I died a little at that moment. Look, I know the reality of our lives. I'm not here to fight world order. I'm not trying to heal everyone or guide anyone, really, and except for those people who come into my orbit, like you, if you're watching this video. And that's why I'm talking about clarity today. I'm really, really, really saying, when you become clear on what's important to you exactly now, which is not forever. That was a mistake I made when I was in my younger type A years. I thought that once you make decisions, you could never change them. I was an idiot. Okay, I get it, but that was just the way I lived. I had the single kind of narrow focus of ambition and achievement and the way things that should be. And it's easier for me to say my children are grown and gone and, supporting themselves and etc. But I have been there, done all that. And that's actually why I use my platform in the confidence zone, because I learned for myself over decades, and even still now, clarity creates ease in your life. If you are following 25 different people today who are among the people talking about resisting fascism and authoritarianism and saving our democracy and our world, then maybe you want to find only one or two who really speaks to you, and just give yourself permission to not know everything from anyone who is speaking about all the things that are important to you. If you are, sometimes if you don't have children of your own, this is something I speak about quite a bit, you're a single person, then what happens is you become the work mom or dad. You become the worker bee person at work. Other people assume have more time. You might overgive, overcommit for yourself, and underachieve self-care. Because, well, after all, it's just my dog at home, or I don't have anyone at home waiting for me, so I'll fill in. This is a very common syndrome for single people. Or if you're a parent and your spouse or partner is underwell, maybe in stress or depression or addiction, then you may be overcompensating everywhere all the time, trying to, keep things up and moving forward. I could go on with a million examples of why it's so important to be in clarity today. The bottom line is clarity about who you are, how you want to be, how you want to live your life. It creates ease in your life. something happened with me coming up. I have two things I want to go to, and both of them are very, very, very important to me. So instead of perseverating and choosing one, living in resentment or worry or anxiety about not being able to do the other, I'm in my clarity. I went into nature, I thought about it, I breathed, I quieted down, all the tools that I use and teach. And I just asked myself a couple of simple questions. What would feel good to me? How can I get clear on this? How can I be okay making this choice or that choice? Being more clear about these things allows your system to settle a little bit, so that you can even ask yourself questions like that. If you are worried about the state of your neighborhood, your community, your region, your state, your country, the world, even the universe, that's a lot to worry about, isn't it? I'm not exaggerating here. I'm not being melodramatic. I know lots of good people who care about all these things. I have so many examples of people around me who have just simply made a choice to focus on one or maybe two things. Now, I'm older, so a lot of my friends are older, and their kids are grown and gone. You have more time, effort, energy, and money. And they're using all four of those things to improve our world. But anyone who is younger, still working, has school-age children, college-age children, even, the decisions are kind of made for you. We need you to be well and healthy for our children. And as a result, you may not be able to live your dream or live your passion or even engage in your passion right now. But as I said before, that doesn't mean you never will be able to. Anyone who knows me knows that I say, go ahead, build out your dream and your passion in your journal. And please believe me that as you build that out in your journaling activity, you are also creating your future reality. But for right now, we need to be clear. We need to be, clear and open and not stuck and afraid in terror. And I do get it. I feel these things too. I'm looking around at what ICE is doing, what our own government in the United States of America is doing, perpetrating fear mongering and terror on our own streets in our own country. I get it. I do a lot of sitting in nature. I do a lot of clearing. I do a lot of breathing. I use Qigong. I teach Qigong and Tai Chi as tools to relieve some of this anxiety, this angst, this fear, concern going on. I do understand. It's not that I don't understand. It's why I'm coming here to you today, taking all the time I need to share this message that clarity will create a soothing for your soul. When you're clear with who you are, how you want to be, what you need to do or want to do exactly now, then other things just begin to fall away. It becomes easier to say, I'm not able to do that. I'm not available to do that. That's not inside my strategic needs right now. No, I got to hang with the family. I need to spend time with my aging parents or whatever it is. I'm a leader in my synagogue. I'm on the board. That's my focus right now. Whatever it is for you, clarity for yourself is clarity for your soul. When your soul is clear, she is soothed, or he is soothed, or they are soothed. And right now, soothing is what we really need. So there's lots of tools for you out there to be able to do this. I am a confidence coach. I am an integral wellness coach. I teach Qigong and Tai Chi. I've learned and now teach breath medicine. There's so many things that I can help you if you're looking for a coach, if you want someone to work with. I also just do virtual Qigong sessions to just support your mind, body, and soul for 30 minutes a few times a week. Whatever it is that you need, whether it's me or anyone in your orbit, I invite you to do what you can to get a little more clear on your own personal values, your own activities exactly now. Remember, the words exactly now are intended. It doesn't mean forever. It doesn't even mean then, years from now. It just means exactly now, in this time that may be difficult for you. If you're not in difficulty, rock on. I'm not here to speak to you. I'm happy for you. I invite you to expand and express your positivity or whatever it is that you have managed to muster. For anyone else who's watching me, if you're watching this video, I want to invite you to really listen to the message of being in clarity. I'm crystal clear. I know what I want. I know what I need to do right now. And I'm only doing this for now so I can make sure to be whole myself and in good stead myself, to be available and loving and welcoming and able to help and support anyone, either A, in my purview, or B, in my energy orbit. And that's why I definitely know clarity is the single most important thing exactly now. Your clarity for yourself. Know what it is that's important to you. Know what it is that you want to commit to spending your time doing right now. You may be torn a little bit like, oh, but I really want to do that. Oh, God, I hear you. I get it. And I'm here to say that thing you can do a little bit later if for some reason now is not the time because you have other responsibilities, obligations, or desires. If a few more of us are crystal clear, specifically clear about who we want to be and how we want to be, what's important to us, and how we're going to go forward today, tomorrow, etc., then more people will be in ease and more energy will be created that will support the ones in need. And it will also literally support our children, our communities, and our entire planet. I know this is deep, but you know me. I go in, I go deep, and I'm not apologizing. We need deep right now. We need you to be able to take a clear, deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Calm the system and shake out the body, and let's go. All right, my friends, that's it for today in the Confidence Zone. Thank you for joining me today.